Arsenal 2, Newcastle 0, match reaction. Disappointed to lose. Kind of a weird game, quite low quality. Bruce, for me, I think Arsenal were there for the taking. They didn't play particularly well. Um, the last few times we've gone to the Emirates, we've been battered, if we're honest. I mean, last year I think we lost 4-0. So the performance was better. Arsenal did change some players. We changed some players. Two big opportunities for Andy Carroll. Both of them he put wide of the post, or the keeper saved. Leno saved the second one really well. Difficult to find. There were lots of positives in terms of energy levels, running, and everything. VAR played a role, obviously, with Emma Smith-Rowe, who his red card was rightly rescinded. Disappointing, but we have to accept we're just not very good in cups anymore. It's so disappointing. I think Carroll will look back on those chances. It does make you think, if Wilson had started, but obviously, would he have taken those chances more prolific than Carroll? But it's kind of woulda, shoulda, as Beverly Knight would say. Frustrating. I think for Newcastle fans, it's kind of becoming like a regular thing that basically we go out the cup in the first few rounds. I think all of that should have changed with Brentford. You never know what we would have done against Spurs. Yeah, we would have been away to Spurs, but you never a one-off game. But still really poor. I think I'll give kudos to the effort levels of the players. I think they tried very hard. They ran more. They actually had a little bit of a threat, but for me, we're still not very good. And this is not the Arsenal teams that we've faced before, where they've been a top six side. This is an Arsenal team which, they've been on a good run with 3 wins in a row, but they're not the force that they were. Especially when you had the likes of Nelson, Pepe, they weren't. Smith-Rowe came on and obviously was excellent, but for me, Smith-Rowe and Tierney kind of were the key to the game, really, because they weren't doing anything. But we have to learn from it, except that probably we're never going to do anything in the FA Cup for a long period of time. It's sad because, growing up, we got to 2 cup finals, 98, 99. They were probably the most positive memories. We also got to a FA Cup semi-final under Sir Bobby. We got to a UEFA Cup semi-final under Sir Bobby. We had an FA Cup semi-final under Souness, where we got absolutely destroyed by Man United. But it's kind of these things becoming memories now. A lot of Newcastle fans, I'm sure younger fans who are probably watching this video, they're just used to us going out 3rd round, 4th round, not really doing anything. The Brentford, I think, it's a tough draw, Arsenal away, no doubt about it, but it just feels like we're never going to end the cycle of terrible runs in domestic cups. The Brentford game was so huge, so huge, and for us to fail again, I'm just really not happy. There was rumours that when Mike Ashley, he said, you need to prioritise league over cup, It's just when there's no cup runs or nothing, your memories of the season are not great. And even I'm struggling, some of the seasons now, I think, can you remember anything memorable? Because we didn't do anything in the cups. We finished, 14th, 15th in the league. There's nothing special. I had this issue with Rafa. I felt Rafa rotated his team too much with the cups. Now, I don't know. I think he chose the team, so I don't think we can blame Ashley for that. And he felt that, he needed to rest it. He's known to rotate his team when he's at Liverpool. But for me, it's if we don't go down, what are we going to remember of this season? A couple of plucky results here and there. There's nothing to be excited about. And I think, for Steve Bruce in particular, he needed a good cup run. This is a guy who took Hull to an FA Cup final Very unfashionable team took them to an FA Cup final. So you should be able to do something with Newcastle, like even a semi-final or like even just getting to the final once, because you look at like Watford, for instance, got to an FA Cup final. Yeah, they got absolutely destroyed. It was an embarrassment the way they looked, but they'll remember their semi-final win against Wolves. They'll remember that yeah, we got to the FA Cup final. In recent years, we've seen the likes of Swansea win the League Cup. We've seen Bradford City get to a cup final. Wigan win the FA Cup. And we just seem to be constantly. Aston Villa got to a League Cup final. We just seem to be constantly not doing very much. And for a club of our size, we should have done something. If you think about it, we have not got to an FA Cup semi-final since 2005. Yeah, 2005. 2004, 2005, yeah. Which is just shocking, really, isn't it, when you think of that? Club of our size, not doing much. And the frustrating thing is that other clubs are doing that. They're getting to semi-finals, and we're not. Like, you could argue Brentford have a better cup record than us now because they've been to a League Cup semi-final in recent years, and just pales like what is there to be excited about for the season? Like, I look at Leeds. Yeah, Leeds have got whilst they may not have achieved, they may not be doing that much better than us in the league. At least their football's exciting and there's something. And if we're not even doing anything in the cups, then there's nothing to remember these seasons by. It's becoming a bit like you just forget. Oh yeah, that's the season we finished 10th. That's the season we finished 13th. There's nothing to memory by. I agree it's a tough draw, and I don't blame him for Arsenal, but I blame the Brentford game was so big, and we really need to make sure that cups are a priority because it just becomes why are we even entering these competitions? We're never going to do anything. And to lose to Arsenal today, when I don't think Arsenal played that well, it's just frustrating. Please let me know your thoughts.